So it's basically about overconsumption. It tells two stories. One is about a codependent relationship where the girl is trying to clean up this guy's mess all the time. He's leaving dirt everywhere and she just keeps trying to clean it, but it keeps piling up further and further because when we are in codependent relationships, we think we're helping the other person, but we're actually enabling their bad behavior. So that was one side of the coin. And then the other side was the consumption and the idea that our self-worth is often linked to this consumption. So initially the man is trying to lift a rock because he wants to show how strong he is to this lady, and he loses his arms. And so she puts the arms back on for him and she kisses him and she's like, no, you're fine. I love you just how you are. It's okay. But that's not enough because now his ego is bruised, and our egos are our worst enemy, and our worst enemy for our relationships as well. So he goes and he drinks this potion, and then we watch him continue to consume things, thinking that he will get better and be better if he just consumes more. And then he loses that whole relationship altogether.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. A good 4 month journey.
Yeah, it's been in some film festivals, like over a dozen now. It's won a couple awards, so nice. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah,
that's great. I wanted to explore something, which is where I thought Kareem was going earlier. A statement that you've made a couple of times, being an ex-musician myself, along the lines of strip clubs in the music industry. You describe them as sort of equally misogynistic and problematic. I want to explore that with you. Again, I'm many years out of the industry and older than you, but can you expand on that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm sure but when we watch the artists on TV and we hear about them, you have to be kind of dense to not notice that there's a lot of exploitation and sexualization happening, especially with the idea of labels. And that's why they're getting so much heat right now, because people are waking up to the fact that it's hugely exploitative and kind of like pimping. And so I would often say, like, when I left the strip club and I started getting into the music industry more heavily, I really didn't like it. There were so many times where I just cried and I was like, why am I even doing this? This is horrible. Is this how I'm going to be treated for the rest of my life? I really thought that because I didn't have another way of being treated. I had for so many years been in a strip club, been with my abusive boyfriend, and been treated a certain way. And my only value seemed to be my beauty and my body. And then I was in the music industry, and it seemed that people couldn't see past my external beauty, and they could only, and I had a guy one guy blatantly said to me, I cannot work with you. He was a producer and a very big producer. And he said, I cannot work with you because all I can think about is fucking you. So
what?
Yeah, he literally just said that. He's like, you're very talented, but it's not going to happen. And it's interesting because I really was like, Jesus, like, at least at a strip club, I know the transaction. You give me $20, I get naked, one song, $20. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. At least I know what I'm getting. When you're in the music industry, you don't know what you're getting. You go into a room and you think you're going to be doing work, and then they try to do something. And then you think, I know plenty of girls, like, I tried my hardest. I was like, I don't want to sleep with anyone in this industry because I don't want to make it up there. Even if I liked someone, I didn't want to ever wonder if I had made it for that reason. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just not mix pleasure and business any longer, And so, but I know plenty of people who have slept with people, and it's not like it helped them. There isn't like a clear transaction where you're like, okay, if you sleep with me, then I will make you famous. Like, it's not like that. And so I found that very frustrating, like that there was no real regulations. It's kind of like the Wild West in the music industry. Mm-hmm. There's no real protection. And it seems to be just everywhere. Even some of